Hello! The topic of today's video is makeup, and I thought I would attempt to show what a difference makeup actually makes on my face. I'll do half my face with makeup, this side with makeup, and leave this one as it is. I have no makeup on whatsoever. I had a bit of mascara on, which I just now took off. So this is completely blank. In front of me here I have my little makeup stand thing, which is all my daily makeup stuff. Bit of moisturizer. And I will probably moisturize both halves of my face, but that's the only thing that will be on my right side. A shadow primer. This is Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And I also drag it up into my eyebrows a little because I'm going to fill them in. And a little underneath the eye. I have, it says it's a shadow smoky eye shadow pencil. It's by Maybelline. It's one of those where you have the pencil on one end and you have a little doodad to smoke it out with you on the other end. So what I do is I take this and see if you can see this. I just lift my lid up a little and pop this in the waterline. I do the same on the lower waterline. So then I take the same pencil and I just go over my top lid. Just take this and kind of focus on the outer corner of my eye. A bit extra on the bottom lid as well, on the outside corner, and then I just kind of connect the two in the very outer part here. Now, instead of using this sponge tip thing that comes with it, I use a small pencil brush like this one, and I have something in my eye. That's always fun. And then I'll just smudge it out, kind of drag it upwards and into my crease a little, just to kind of map out where I want the eyeshadow to go afterwards. And on the lower lid, and because this eyeshadow pen thing is made for this purpose, it's easy to work with, I find. Kind of like that. I grab a black eyeshadow. This is by Sugar Pill, and it's their bulletproof. Grab a small flat brush like this, take some eyeshadow, and go over my base. And this usually is the part that takes me the longest because I kind of want it to be intense black but not messy looking or very, very harsh looking. So I kind of take my time building up the opacity, I guess you could say. And here as well, I try to focus on the outer corner and crease area. Okay, so now that I'm happy with the shape I want for the eyeshadow, so it's not quite as harsh as it could have been. So then, once I'm happy with the black amount, I take a white eyeshadow. This is also by Sugar Pill, Taco. So I take a fluffier brush and take some of the white, tap off the excess, and highlight. Just on my brow bone. And I also drag it down underneath all the black on my bottom lid. You don't really have to do this, but I just like doing so. And with this I also blend a little extra. So that is the eyeshadows pretty much done. And then, because this is quite the intense smoky eye. I sometimes skip eyeliner altogether, but I thought for the sake of this, I don't know, not really a tutorial, but showcase or explanation, I'll be using my favorite liquid eyeliner. So I might pop out of frame for this, or you might kind of struggle seeing me with because I have to get so close to the mirror here. But let's see, if I do this, I might still be in frame. Maybe. So I just do a cat eye. So then sometimes I also elongate the inner corner with this felt tip eyeliner because it gives more of a cat-like or feline expression. So for kicks, I'll do that now. So then it's time for mascara. And as of lately, I've been using a mix of two. I do a coat first of this one, which is They're Real by Benefit. This is my favorite mascara ever. And then the second coat varies. Right now I'm using this Maybelline one. The Colossal Volume Express for smoky eyes. It's fine, but I just kind of slightly tug at the outside of my eye so I get a good grip on the lashes with the mascara wand. And go to town. And trying to get every last lash. That's the first coat done. Whew. And then for the drugstore mascara. If you have any tips for me regarding waterproof mascara that isn't awful, please let me know. I could really use one. So far though, I haven't found any that I like. Meaning I haven't found any that don't make my lashes feel all dry and brittle. That's the eye almost done. Only thing that's left in my eye region now is my eyebrow, but I'll be doing foundation first. And for that I'm using this Maybelline one. So I just kind of pat it on first and then kind of work it in with this sponge applicator tip thing. And then I take a round top kabuki brush by Sigma. It's the F82 and buff it in. Usually if I'm doing a dark eye makeup, I tend to do the eye makeup first and then just wait with the rest of my face in case of fallout and all that stuff. And drag it onto my ears and down onto my neck. You should be able to tell a difference between the sides now, at least. I mean, apart from the eye makeup. Once I've buffed that whole foundation thing in a little, I then grab my concealer, which is also by Maybelline. It's one of their concealer sticks. And this shade is number 22 Light Beige Rose. And for reference, the foundation I used was in the shade 20 called Cameo, if you're interested. So with the concealer I just go over any blemishes under my eye because I never get enough sleep and I have bags under my eye, around my nose a little, and just places where I might need some concealing done. Precision Flat P80 by Sigma. So just kind of carefully buff that in circular motions. So that's the concealer done, and usually I'll just go back over with the round top to kind of blend everything together. And then once I have my foundation in place and concealer, I usually do my eyebrows. And because I have neutral undertones in my skin, more often than not I use this eyeshadow by Chanel, and it's number 47 Ebony, but it's a neutral dark grey. And you'd think that a dark grey eyeshadow would look horrible in your eyebrows, but actually usually this is what I use and it looks fine, especially since I have dark hair, and especially when I have it dyed all black. It looks fine. So I start at the arch, and for this I use one of those slanted brushes, kind of stiff bristles. So I do the arch first, so I can kind of map out where I want it to go. And I have eyebrows still, so it kind of helps with the whole thing. And then I just start filling them in. And while they look kind of harsh and dark compared to my natural brow on my right side, they don't look all that fake to me for some reason. It's time for blush, and my blush of choice for this type of look, or well, my everyday go-to blush if I use blush, is Dame by MAC. It's I think it's described as a dusty rose pink or dusty rose color. It's a cool or kind of neutral pink, and it's great for this type of look, or any type of gothy look where you want a little color in your cheeks but not a whole lot. And a lot of people will tell you to smile when you do blush, but if you smile like this and you put the blush up here, it'll sink down to about here afterwards. So what I do is that I take the product and I smile just a little to see where the apple of my cheek is, and then I go just like right on my cheekbone, if that makes any sense to you. If I do go a bit crazy with the blush, that's okay, because I tend to do my blush before my powder anyway, so I can kind of tone down the blush effect with the powder afterwards. And this is where the gothy comes in, because my powder of late, and especially during the winter, because I can get very, very pale, is Manic Panic's pressed powder in Virgin White. And this is, it is white. And for that I use a kabuki brush. And this is going to look horrible, I know, because I'm only doing half my face. But, you know. So I just kind of stipple it on first, as with everything else. Try not to mess up my eyebrows too much. And then I carefully kind of brush on. And then it's lips. And for lips I use MAC's Night Moth lip pencil. It's kind of like a cranberry plummy shade. So I fill in with this first, like so, and then I have a choice. Because I have such a dark lip pencil on, I can use this lipstick by MAC, which is also kind of in the same color family. It's a dark purpley plum shade, and this is one of the Pro Longwear lipsticks, or lip creams rather, in Soulfly. Or I can use black, and my black lipstick of choice is by Rimmel, number 400 Lights Out. But I think I'll use the MAC one for this. And there we go. So, as you should be able to tell from this, see, even with my glasses on, you should be able to tell quite a difference between the sides by now. This side is fully made up and this side is completely blank. The only thing that's on my skin on this side is a moisturizer. So there you go, you can see how much of a difference it actually makes. I mean, had I only done my eyebrows on this side, it would look a lot better. But also you can see my face matches my skin better on this side, kind of. Because the foundation and the powder makes my skin a little paler. I haven't been using sunscreen as well as I should have this summer, so I'm kind of off in my complexion when it comes to my face. So yeah,